I've earned every cent. I made my mistakes. I welcome this kind of examination. And I want to say this to the television audience. I'm not a crook. People have got to know their president's a crook.
Neighbor, shipyard,
Rockport,
barge, tractor,
shipyard,
gardens.
Well,
they used to get out there with the quarries of the town
lines
and throw rocks to each other. It was a pastime for in the evening.
Camden bombs live on Rom.
They smoked up the whole town.
And I think it was good for you.
All the new people in town, they come here because they like the place we got.
Sometimes the smoke literally obscured the sunlight from the Rockport skyline.
They came here because they liked the way we did things.
Water levels? Adequate. Marijuana supplies? Sufficient.
And a big barge from Phippsburg.
They'd come a farming time we should have a garden and plant some grain and stuff.
the donut.
We didn't just have one banana split.
We had 2 banana splits.
They made donuts whole and no hole in them.
Can you imagine? Yeah, Mrs. Gregory.
On a spoke, he'd put a donut there so he could eat it. And he'd steer in the ship, you know. Probably had 2 or 3 donuts on it.
Do you know what they do in the Navy? He said they put a hole in them donuts. And she said, what for? And he said, I don't know.
Oh, they cook better.
Or something.
As far as I know, my mother invented them. She always had a jar of donuts under the cupboard.
Mrs. Gregory.
Every kid in the neighborhood stopped at our house to get the school bus, and a lot of them was looking for donuts.
the donut was invented by a Rockport resident, it appears that no one in Rockport profited from this brilliant discovery.
Rockport Harbor. Rockport Harbor.
In Camden and Rockport.
We had the best lime in the world.
Camden.
Best lime in the world. And the reason we lost it, because China, and they could produce it. That's the reason we lost it.
I just think that sometimes Camden did not want to help.
My father.
And it's all handwork, actually. You know, you hired a neighbor that had a team of horses plow and harrow your garden. From there on, it was hoeing hand and weeding.
He used to use his his horse and wagon, and every Saturday would go to Rockport to peddle
Eggs and...
butter.
I came home from the milk out one day and the field was full of neighbors plowing and putting our garden in. They did such things as that all the time.
And that's when and how I learned to make change.
We'd say, Rockport paddywhackers live on soda crackers.
We never could figure out
Why?
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Tonight I want to talk to you on a subject of deep concern to all Americans and to many people in all parts of the world, the war in Vietnam. Many Americans have lost confidence in what their government has told them about our policy, and many others, I among them, have been strongly critical of the way the war has been conducted. 31,000 Americans had been killed in action. The effect of my decision on the next generation. This was the only way to avoid allowing Johnson's war to become Nixon's war. In America, peace and freedom, and freedom and peace in America. The next election.
That the American fighting man of this war is the best trained soldier we have ever put into the field. Because he outfights the enemy. Because he is tougher and stronger and smarter. Never before have we asked so much of our soldiers.
I can use mine to leave the people on. I didn't even realize.
General, how would you assess yesterday's activities and today's? What is the enemy doing? Are these major attacks or... That's EOD setting off a couple of M79 duds, I believe.
So when the United States votes $400 million to help that war, we're not voting for a giveaway program. We're voting for the cheapest way that we can prevent the occurrence of something that would be of the most terrible significance to the United States of America, our security.
Are very effective airstrikes. Airstrikes.
Coming up on stick now.
If we withdrew from Vietnam, the communists would control Vietnam. Pretty soon, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Malaya.
How many men who listen to me tonight have served their nation in other wars? How very many are not here to listen? The war in Vietnam is not like these other wars.
J. Edgar, fucking Rockefeller, Standard Oil. Bilderberg Group, fucking Illuminati.
Tear down this wall. Yet, finally, war is always the same. It is young men dying in the fullness of their promise. It is trying to kill a man that you do not even know well enough to hate. To know war is to know that there is still madness in this world.
If this little nation goes down the drain and can't maintain her independence, ask yourself what's going to happen to all the other little nations.
Because we are the great peacekeeping nation in the world today because of our power.
Yet, as long as others will challenge America's security and test the dearness of our beliefs with fire and steel, then we must stand or see the promise of 2 centuries crumble. There's a world to be helped. We do what we must.